full buy. And I think they're thinking, well, CLG are kind of low. They only won 2 rounds in a row. They did lose a lot of people in their first round win. It was a 2v1, right? So they think, okay, if we do this now, we can have a sick half. And we also win this round straight up as opposed to just eating the loss for no reason. And we put the guns to use. I can understand where they're coming from. And we will find out this episode if it works. It's not like an anime where you have to come back next week just to find out that 25% of the spear bomb has been charged up.
Now you just have to come back 2 minutes later after the pauses.
Exactly.
And it is a tech pause, as you can see, not a tactical pause, so it does explain the length behind it. Hopefully it gets fixed, though, pretty soon, and then we jump back into the action. I don't know whose technical pause it is, but it's someone's.
I want names.
Now, who's responsible? This delay of game.
What do you think of the new compLexity logo? I mean, it's not new anymore, but...
It's, looks like the Quiznos logo.
That's true. It has kind of... that's, yep. Interesting.
I think like everyone else made that comparison as as soon as they announced it.
Oh, okay. Can't unsee.
Yeah. It's like slightly different color paletting.
Now I'm hungry.
Do they even have Quiznos in California? I haven't seen one.
I don't know. Where are you from?
Jersey.
They have Quiznos in Jersey.
Yeah, they have them there.
We got lots of Quiznos in Toronto. When Quiznos hit the streets, people started rioting, dude. It was crazy. It's a new tier sandwich.
It's a new tier sandwich, yeah.
It arrives.
See, now I'm curious. Hang on, I'm gonna look it up. Where is the nearest Quiznos?
I bet Blue is Googling, does California got Quiznos?
There are Quiznos nearby. There's one 4 miles from here.
4 miles?
Yeah.
That's a walk.
That's a long walk.
That's a long walk.
We gotta be back in time for the pause to
I mean, you said we're gonna go right now. You're crazy.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Well, long walk.
That's a long walk.
We gotta be back.
We
brought for the pause to
I mean, you said we're gonna go right now. You're crazy.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Well, long walk.
That's a long walk.
We gotta be back.
We
brought for the pause to
I mean, you said we're gonna go right now. You're crazy.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Well, long walk. For the pause to
I mean, you said we're gonna go right now. You're crazy.
Oh, okay. Break really quickly, and as soon as they have the game fixed and resumed, we'll be back with a continuation of compLexity versus CLG right here at the ESL Pro League. Break really quickly, and as soon as they have the game fixed and resumed, we'll be back with a continuation of compLexity versus CLG right here at the ESL Pro League. Break really quickly, and as soon as they have the game fixed and resumed, we'll be back with a continuation versus CLG at the ESL Pro League.
Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7. Game, record, and stream without compromise on Intel Core i7.
Focused. Be uncompromising. Be the best and never hold out. Pick your event. Place your bet. No matter who you are or what you're here for, it's our passion that unites us. Betway, for the love of the game. No matter who you are or what you're here for, it's our passion that unites us. Betway, for the love of the game.
We're back again, guys. It's time to continue the match between CLG and compLexity. Take over for a second.
Yep. We're going to continue this match between CLG and compLexity.
Thought I had to sneeze. And we're back again,
Wait, you
guys.
didn't. Oh, that's the worst. I
It's all
feel
good.
you, man.
Held it back.
Yeah.
Take over for a second.
Yeah, I would have let it rip.
Thought I was going to, and then it just went away. So, saved.
So are we medicked up?
I hope so, yeah. I think we are pretty much ready to go here as the game is getting a little bit closer now. CLG, we're starting to see them come alive a bit more towards the end of it, but obviously compLexity's still fighting too, looking to keep their advantage. As I think it's 8-4 right now, if I recall correctly.
8-4, and compLexity have just enough money to put together a buy. It's probably going to be a little bit weird. I saw Famas being dropped, so it's not going to be the best situation in the world, but it's still going to be okay. I think they saved 2 rifles. And they have the opportunity, I think, to, if they shut down this round, they have a sick half to look forward to. Like, they'll probably have an 11-4, 12-3 half.
11-4.
Oh, yeah, they already have 4 rounds, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, to be 11-4 at best. But even that at this point would be like great for them, just because of the fact that they want to try and get out ahead here, because going on to T side is where they're going to have to really make sure that they're prepped for this, because where both teams kind of fell short back on the last map, too. Yeah. Obviously, Mirage is a little bit of a different beast. You have, maybe it's like a little bit easier to go for your more simpler executes on this map, but still, you still have to kind of innovate and bring your own style to things, as you're otherwise going to be found out pretty quickly, and the CTs will start to shut you down. The score will be fixed, guys, in the next round, as our observers find a creative way to help us in the meantime. But it is 8-4 in the favor. They actually had the numbers wrong. It's 8-4 in the favor of compLexity. CLG has 4.
That's what you're going to do a movie, huh?
The face is the best, dude. He's just like the most serious looking guy.
Whoever sponsors this guy should call Strats.
A very deep voice when they call the Strats, too.
This guy's going to be a big star one day.
Walter White in A New Life.
It's actually a fictional character. His name's Bryan Cranston.
Sorry, Bryan Cranston in Another Life. Have you seen that that crazy fan theory about how his character from Breaking Bad and his character from Malcolm in the Middle were like the same person?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, like that was that was him before he went into Breaking Bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Like
it was foolproof, honestly.
It's pretty hilarious. A little bit scary to read through because it's a good possibility that it could have been right, but getting back on topic. As we see CLG getting ready for the execute. It's just going to be straightforward onto A. They've already got a man advantage to play off of here, so they'll push it forward. Peter will be smoked off on top steps too. Keeps playing to that position, but like I said before, compLexity have kind of, CLG have kind of read into that. And they even read into this flank too. The A holds on his own regard, picks up 1 kill, tries to go for more, but he has no positioning to work off of. So it's not long before he's pushed back out, and this is going to let CLG inside. Pretty sure we're just going to see a save call from Cole too. With only 8 seconds left to get the plant done, they try to deny it, won't happen. Peter did pick up another kill, but, it will not end up being a save. Slemmy ends up going down back by Ticket though, and that leaves only Peter alive here in a 1v3. They know exactly where he's at, so he'll finally call for the save and fall out of the sight.
Yeah, does a couple of tricks and gets out a connector. and they go to save. So one thing we saw from Ye there is he was up at the back of triple, or he was in CT and he moved into triple to fight against the execute. So instead of playing for the retake, he tried to do something a little bit more drastic, and they definitely saw each other. Oh, shots.
Nope.
Oh, wow.
Punched, and that's going to slow you down too much as Cutler finishes him off. No saves at all for Cole, and they will be pretty much broken here. Put on to just a half buy or upgraded pistol buy for this round.
But yeah, after the first kill comes out, Ye is like, okay, we're 5v4 or 4v5, so I've got to try to fight this and get 2 kills for my team as they rotate in. Sometimes that's a good thing to do. Sucky part is that with triple, you only have so many chances to live, so there's like a lot of utility from that position. And wow, good opening kill on the Eco to start this off. There's a lot of utility from that position, but it's also fully spammable. So once you show yourself, you've just got to hit your first bullet like every time or you're dead.
CLG will continue to play more passively here at the opening of the round. They'll still be able to move forward and slowly establish mid-control, but they're not going to use a whole lot to do that. With the loss of Ethan, though, you can be sure they're going to be a little bit more careful. Ye is found, though. He'll be denied of any additional pickups on this round. And now that it's brought down to a more even battle, compLexity will have to get a bit desperate again. We can see Android looking for his route to maybe find a kill, but Molly will hold him away, hold him at bay, until CLG can get into a better position to execute here. Finesse establishing that good position. Already finding Peter trying to push back through with the connector. Will take him down, and that pretty much leaves the A site wide open. You still have Android, but he's got flashed at window. Slemmy has some luck, though. Picks up 1 kill from within the B site, and Android holds on his own inside of window room there. So CLG are just going to ignore him for now. They'll focus on getting out into the site and getting this plant. Kusta picking up the kill on Def, though, evens us back out again. And only the last 2 players at jungle remain. Kusta, though, will be forced back because he misses that shot. They have a very good crossfire, and there we go. They both pick up a kill at the end of it. That puts CLG at 6-8 going into the last round of the half.
Nice flash from Kusta. Seamless transit. Oh my god, I thought he had 0 deaths. I think that's because of the match.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, what a half for losing so much. But last round of the half, most rounds now compLexity can get is 9. And if CLG bring this back, they've definitely done a lot of good considering how poor their start was.
And that will certainly help them going on to the CT side too, where we've already seen better. Both of these teams, compLexity might be a little bit worried here depending on how confident they are from their T side. Riquet holding, but didn't even react to that second player for some reason, so we'll just get traded 1 for 1. It's Kusta that strikes back though, and the rest of CLG will continue to push into the site, but not before Peter gets a dirty kill himself and snaps away to find Ethan, bringing us back down into a 3v3.
Sometimes Peter's off is godlike, dude.
Problem is though,
We just got a friend.
yes, he's got Cutler waiting right on the other side here.
He's gonna clear it. Yep.
Oh, there you go. It just crouches right under him. Takes out Cutler and gets back his steps position. This has really been the only position he's played from on retakes, though, so Kusta is pretty well trained on that. Expecting him, the problem is Kusta has to peek past this smoke, and that puts him into the open where Def can punish him. Only FNS left standing here. Able to pick up the first kill here, going for the 1v3. Good spam damage, but ultimately Peter will push him, taking him down and securing a 9th for compLexity. They take the lead coming off of the first half, but it's currently a bit of a delicate one, so we'll just have to wait and see if they can hold on to that in the second half, which is going to be coming up right after this, ladies and gentlemen. Stick with us, and we'll be back in a minute with more ESL Pro League.
ESL Pro League is brought to you in part by Intel, the City of Odense, GeForce GTX, Lenovo Legion, Bedway, Pay Safeguard, Logitech G, Mountain Dew League, Xfinity, and ESEA.
we're back, ready to jump into the second half here on Mirage now. CLG taking on compLexity, and while the first half started off well for compLexity, didn't end that way. They only take it 9-6 coming off of their CT side, which is going to make things a little bit delicate for them as they now jump onto the T side here. Yeah, we saw the precise moment that they decided to go for a gamble on that round where it was kind of a half force up, half saved weapons, kind of want to go for this round, and that's the abbreviated way to call that round. Interesting way. Yeah, but even with losing that, they still came out positive in the half. It was a good round to end on. And moving into the second half, I think their T side will be put to the test. I'm not so surprised their CT side did well considering how good their CT side was on train. But considering how poor their T side was on train, I wonder what they've got in store. And again, I don't think I've seen compLexity play here at ESL Pro League on the A stream, but I may have. Have you cast? I think we've done it like once or twice. It was like earlier in the season that we haven't watched them in a while. But nothing that I can remember. And there he is, the big star himself. He's got a toothpick and everything. Yeah, just a bit of hay. So let's jump into it here and see what compLexity have to show us on their T side. To start it off, well, they're going to pretty much just rush through the B halls here and try to make an execute towards this site. Slowing it down, however, so as not to make it blatantly obvious what they're going to be doing, but without any mid-presence. Cutler or someone else from CLG should be able to spot for that, and with the flashbang in, well, rotates will need to be on the way very soon here. Ethan, not going to be knocked out just yet, but he is the first to go down and does not trade a whole lot of damage in response to that. It's FNS, actually, that's going to get the first kill here for the CT side, but it's not long before he's been dinked, down very low to 1 HP. And we'll have to continue fighting from inside here. And wow, Android just taking full control of that situation. He pushes forward, knocks out both of the market defenders, and leaves now only the players coming from Catwalk alive. They pick up their first kill. No trade yet, but they're also not getting a whole lot of control back because I think they're a little bit scared of what could be hiding in the corners of this site. Dev finishes off both of them, however, and secures the pistol for compLexity. And they'll be able to continue holding on to their lead with that victory. And listen, if you win a couple of pistols, sometimes, I mean, that can be all you need, really. Nice couple of kills here. It seemed like Android was for sure going to die. Jumping into the window, I don't think he expected there to be two guys ready to fight him. But yeah, if you win a couple of pistols, it can make up for some rounds that you might make mistakes on. So I think we've got something of a simple B execute out with top mid presence. I would like them to make sure they move it as quickly as possible, considering they aren't holding for stuff. It's number one mistake I think I see with the lower level teams at Invite. But yeah, they go up quick. And FNS is actually going to be caught, but for whatever reason, they didn't realize his position. They'll know now, though, because he just fired off a shot, but leaps in, gets the quick headshot against Slemmy. However, trades are seen just moments later. Android and Ye pick up their own kills. I don't think Rickay's frag is going to end up meaning all that much, though, as it doesn't necessarily net them anything. He's still stuck without any way to bargain back into the B-bomb site. And then him and Cutler both only really have mid-control to play out here. It is a 2v3, so might be some room for them to justify going for the retake, but I don't think it'll be happening. More than likely, they'll be camping out here in mid and waiting for exits to at least make the round a bit more expensive for Cole here. Yeah, super clean, like the fast B. I think only dropped SMGs. I'm not sure if they recover another AK, then we know for sure. There's one of the SMGs dropped. And we've got head armor to save, so it's totally worth it for CLG to back up here. Yeah, that's it. I think they only invested into 3 SMGs, so it was a pretty good round overall for compLexity. Minimal losses. Rebuys will be out. They are going to be a mixed bag in terms of economy. CLG, on the other hand, will recycle the armor. I imagine Ricky will, if he has an upgraded pistol, hand that over to a friend. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Otherwise, they'll still end up with a pretty pitiful buy here, with the exception of that ump sitting on Rickay. So compLexity, again, will open up in a very slow fashion, just a 3-2 split across the map. And actually, Slemmy's already chosen to initiate into B. He's going to get himself in a bit of a fight against FNS, which really no one's going to win right now. Both of them back away from each other, but FNS is getting creative. He's found a new position. Slemmy has zero clue where he's at. If he taps this at the right moment, might actually be able to find Slemmy there. However, can't hear any of this movement that Slemmy's currently going for, so it looks like he's going to be able to evacuate getting out of the site. Ye holds against the aggressive push. He knows there's one more still sitting on ramp and decides to challenge it head on. That will not work out so well. He'll be taken down by Cutler, And now Peter sits at the gates inside of Palace here. This hesitation for compLexity is really killing them, as it's just leaving them standing frozen, making it easy for these aggressive hits to get kills. It almost gets one again against Peter. He holds the line for now, but the heavy damage against both Peter and Slemmy is not going to help their case on re-entry now. Slemmy might as well immediately go down. It's only alive primarily because Def helps him out here, but there's the second kill coming from Cutler inside of Palace. So now fall back. And in a 2v2, really neither team is going to have a massive advantage right now, but at least they find FNS without a trade for it. It's going to come down to Cutler to clutch this for CLG, assuming he goes for it, which I think he will.
Ooh, yeah, the bomb's actually kind of taking a long route back to me, but is going back there. And with both players low, I wouldn't count Cutler completely out of this, though it will be a 10-second defuse. He's on the other side of the map. But yeah, odds are slim for sure. Seems like he's gotten a head start, so he's like, all right, you know, why don't we try this?
Tries to spam through, making sure nobody was sat back watching for him. This will be an ace from Cutler if he manages to pull it off. But upon going into market, seems to have second thoughts about his situation. So he will back away now that he has the AK at least. It's a free buy, essentially, going into the first gun round. And he'll be happy with that. So compLexity will be allowed to go up to 12 and double the scoreline of CLG.
Yeah, I like the approach. Just no free kills, so why attempt it? And now he's in a pretty good position to save as they seek to find him, but clearing the wrong angles. Five rounds of difference. CLG will buy up, recycle this AK. compLexity have a pretty strong lead at this point. And this is kind of the first rifle round, though. So this is what they've been waiting for. Kusta with his op, but Peter's going to meet him there too. Peter, pretty good op on T side, although consistent is kind of the type of opera you want that's not afraid to go for peaks.
Still be ready to burst out, however, as we see compLexity moving in. It's Kusta back from Ticket that grabs the first kill here. Looking for more. Not going to be able to get it, though. He actually gets taken down by Peter. So just an even one-for-one trade off of that position inside of Ticket. The spam coming from the CTs is not netting much, but the push from Ye does massive work. Moves in, takes down both Cutler and Ricky. And all of a sudden, it's pretty much an instant save call from the two still standing players on CLG.
Oddly reminiscent of the round in the first half where Ethan busted out onto A and just got 2 kills and made it so that CLG had no, or that compLexity had no opportunity to even hold onto A or retake it. This is a pretty solid round. Simple A execute. Couldn't have gotten more simplistic, in fact, and even got away with all their aggression as well. So here's a kill that's kind of nice. I think compLexity would like to take down this rifle, but it's not as bad as an op.